And every time we have our devotion, ero na to na dakawan na to gratitude na dorvongo, Sir Tomaso, sa automatic look after them. And please remember Lewa, who and Lewa loves Daddy so much, and look after Daddy, and remember their children. Dvati na to gratitude na Tomaso, orto na vita vivingo. And this week, I've been pushing them to do things to go and check on their dad, visit their dad. But we got busy. Things, there was at school starting. And we were in this workshop. So, because I was speaking and I was not checking my phone, and then when I look at my phone, then I see his missed calls, nearly 10 missed calls. So when I called him, he was crying on the other side of the phone. He said, Nana, Lewa called, they called their stepmom, Lewa. Lewa called, Dad is not speaking. She's talking to Dad and he's not speaking. Satangin naman ako. Okay, we pray. He said, I'm leaving the office. I'm going to go and pick my two brothers. We're going to go and see Daddy. Oh yeah, longer at that moment. And I was sharing with my family because somehow last week and this week I felt something is going to happen. And you feel that because you know you're close to them. And I couldn't figure out what. Every 2:30 in the morning I'm up praying, and I don't like that time because I know it's something that is beyond. And when that call came, I knew in my heart, because I have briefed them, I told them, na wana artondo tangi wasichi virto na kabaliti tamarto sangi kavirto. That day we will not know, and we cannot determine. Ni ada may nasinga ya, na ada may nasinga ya. Nangona na yan baki, nangona na hati kinakinto na siniro ni lewa. O ni vinakatim do mundo varutak na lumdo. Isang ni vinaka na vimbiu ni matabubali. But live naman ondo, ewan mo nga, ya uloto, o kila kim do tala na taronga. You know, why, out of all the family, why it happens to my family. And I know, I see the questions in your eyes, I can read between the lines. Ningona mayado kina na natavi mate mayado ko sa kaverto na kaloy kila na kana mayado. So he tried to save you as much as possible. May sound wrong, but God knew what he was doing. Well, when I called the two younger ones at home to remind them to be ready when Joshua come to go down to the security downstairs on the roadside to wait for Joshua, because Joshua is speaking them for them to go and see their dad. Ang gengirya sa kailit yung manatangi o kwento man talwin. O sa kanya, look, if people are ready, if people have gone, get ready. People need to go and see that. Sa singing, you know, I couldn't get what he was saying. And I said, just give the phone to Joshua. Yung kaya ni give the phone to Joshua of sarong ng Dominic kay kila natangi mal. And I was in the middle of the meeting of workshop. Sa kasi hotel ko itaravirto. And at that moment, you cannot, there's no word that you can describe that moment. I wrapped up from the workshop. I just mentioned there's an emergency at home, I need to go. When I came, they were all in one room. And we cried. At that moment, then I turned to them and I said, Daddy loved you very much. And I will ask of you, do not ever regret the things you didn't do. You need to find closure. If anything, then you need to work hard. You know what will make your daddy happy. And also you have to remember Lewa and the two children. So in the process of it all, and I asked them, we were sitting, just sitting down for the longest time. And I asked all of them, look, I just need you to share two things with us, as we sit here today. One, what is the thing that you'll always remember your daddy by? And two, if given the opportunity, what would you do to correct? Or what would you do to your daddy? Indo verao ito ko no ko na nangona kero chiki kita mango when they were staying with their father or when we were staying with our dad. He can be gone for days because of work. He travels. He come in the middle of the night. We hardly see him. But when we do meet and he has the time, he takes us out. I'll always remember him for those moments. So the thing I would change or do that I miss doing or I could have done, every time when we come and visit, he will say, what did people eat? Where did people go? Oh, we had McDonald's. Oh, we went out for dinner. And then he will always look at me and say, when I'm well and better, I want us to go there. Or when you go and eat, you can keep some for me. He started crying and he looked and he said, Nana, I should have packed my food. I should have taken it to Daddy. One of them said, I've always remembered the time he's not with us. It feels so lonely because you're already in a place without your mother and you only have your daddy, and when he's not home, that loneliness, insecurity, and the thing I could have done better is to talk to him more. So last night we came out to the mortuary. They called their uncle and kitolak went the mortuary and just to watch my grandsons saying goodbye to their father who cannot speak back. And meeting up with their stepmom, you know, the loss, indescribable, those moments, indescribable. Because my grandsons are so close to me, and not only that, Mateka, and I want to thank Mateka's family. Thank you, Auntie Falau. Thank you, Jerry. Thank you, Mele. Thank you, Timote. Mateka always bless my heart, the way he loves his children. He makes time for his children. I remember the days when he used to come home because we have a double-story house and we'll be looking out from the porch. I just want to make sure that they're good, that their father is there with them. Whenever I'm looking, ningo naruto sa pekina, o kalila na sombati tamana, naruto sombati kwe landi kwe wonder. Those moments, I will always remember. They loved their dad. They loved their dad. And seeing their pain, seeing the hurt last night. And that's the thing that just talking. I could have done more for Mateka. Yeah, I could have done more. But those are the moments of your life that you cannot go back and correct. And the only assurance, the peace that I can get out of it, to know that everything happens because we believe in a God that makes it happen. It may not be good, it may not be what you expect, but it happened. And those are the moments. So if you are going through your loss, moments of your life that you would like to correct, you know, you do it while they're still alive. I like what Auntie Vinny said. You do it when they're still alive. Tell them they're still alive. Because if not, the mourning is so great. The hurt is so deep. When you know that there are unspoken words, the things that you could have done, all those things, it creates a deeper hurt for that loss. Because if not, you'll have that peace. Because you know in your heart you've done it all. And I remember nangonarto sando kitomi masuwata, we always pray, always remembering his dad. Until the time kito dabiti ko ronga tchana vitalon ni Joshua vitalon chwa vitamani on the phone that they were getting ready for the treatment to go to India. And the way I look at my grandchildren, it's like they have that hope that their daddy will be well. The days when especially Joshua, he will come And he will say, Nana, do you think that my daddy will be around when I turn 20? I said, "Well, I believe daddy is going to be there when you're 20. And well, he turned 20. His daddy was still around. And he just received his offer letter um, to go and study. And he was so excited to go and tell his daddy. But he didn't have the opportunity to do that. And I think that's what's really killing him. And yeah, just want to share that because this is family table talk. If you're going through those moments of your life and you're thinking, if only or could have, should have, those are the thoughts. You just think them once and you close it. Because if not, you'll never find peace. You move on, you live on. And you only remember the good things, the moments that you've had with him. Hugging Mateka's wife last night, thanking her for having the time for my grandchildren, allowing my grandchildren to have that close relationship with their dad, even though that he's in another family. Because I believe if it wasn't for her, kaya kami endo tali na nonto stepmother, aron itarvir to merto lirita na taman to. But anything and everything that was happening to their dad, we're very close with Joshua. And contact with Joshua. Nonto lang kaliliho, lang kalalay. Anything she noticed on the father, she will always contact Joshua. Very close to Joshua. Nambuang isa o timay kito sa mas may mortuary. Alak may sa Riviera sa Romibi mo tiko patikin na dinanamada bedambi Romay tangi talk. It's a painful moment, eh? Yeah, painful moment. But those are realities of life. The ones you say to yourself, the day will come, the moment will come. The years are different. It's only a matter of time when those things happen. It can be 10 years, can be 20 years. It can be just like that for us. And whatever it is, for you to do everything that you can do while they're still alive. Say everything you want to say when they're still alive. Ando na namsar when they were going to the hospital, nang norton delivis ko kinwikwa, but they were charto do tambak chikmay. To sando ikabierto no kito devotion kina. Look, when Daddy is still alive and Daddy is still talking, ask him anything and everything. Hear his voice. I don't even have a photo of my dad. When he passed, when I was in year 9, I don't even photo. The only capture is in my mind. But at that time, we don't have phones, we don't have these things to capture those moments. Which means record his voice when he's talking to you. Ask him question. Tell him, Daddy, what you want me to be? When I grow up, what you want me to do? Ask him all those questions. Or if something happened to you, what you want me to do? You ask him all those questions and record his voice. Because when the time comes, when he goes, you play those words to you. And always remember your dad. So those are the things we always talk about. And all those things that we talked about came to an end last night. And when we came, because he died at home, and they brought him, so they had to open the mortuary for us to go in, for the boys to go and just go and see him for the last time. But then they would tell other people there. Those were the only moments that my grandsons can have. And you stand there, seeing them. You're helpless. You can't do anything. I don't like the scenery at the mortuary. Because my mind, when it captures something, it stays there for a long time. But because of my grandchildren, they go in and gamitan lo chiki vale nambo nyo kandi ngono rede kina na kaure da nambo nyo ge kana kanda da kapati kungo nambulan tak tungo ingon ne woti make. That's it. We don't talk about the afterlife. We talk about the life now, but we hardly talk about the afterlife. Nambulan go na kende re na kanda me to kena ningon ang dala ko kina. That's it. All these things in bit to mind. Kake in bit to mind. Standing there and looking through, as I see my grandsons in that mortuary, trying to talk to their daddy. And I looked through that place, other bodies were there, you know. Midagari da ni da ni mula. Kuna kaya da mga bimbita ka tuno mula, di hada menangone ya. Saseng na kini malmal. So, okay saseng ni riderto, saseng ni rongo derto. Nanorto may tagito ka nakarto may tukuno ko saseng ni rongo derto. Yo nakangoman mi nakakine ni ngone to mi matiki narto li ribi ko. Arto sikovi ko ya. Kalilevo kalalay na sono na nalak mayo Joshua nakakwen. And then I've sent some money to Lewa to help Lewa because she's looking after daddy. Nalimu na ngona kito maso na onarunga na nonor to gratitude. To do kay Lord, thank you for bringing Lewa. She loved my daddy. Yeah. So na naguri ni Lewa na boy, I'm so grateful. Marami to make me na batubal ni Lewa. Kerto na nawekana na marami na tinana. Thank you for such a beautiful young girl, young lady that you have. So blessed with that. Yeah, so those are the moments of our lives, and never planned. Yeah, we never planned things like that to happen. And get to my devotion. Osakavirto in good times or bad times. But this lounge is a lounge that we always come. We talk about God's goodness. We come together happy as a family. We do everything as a family. And tonight is one of those times. In good times or bad times. When we were having the devotion last night, it was a devotion that is different from all the other devotions that we've had. A devotion knowing that, that pain. And I said, only God can give that peace. So, to all those of you who have your moments, you may have managed to get over it. For those of you that are still fresh like mine from last night, always know that there is a God that gives that peace. And when He gives that peace, and you heard them today with the 2 weeks, 2 days, 8 years, the only solace that they can find, or the peace that they have, is trusting in this God that gives peace. Because and you'll be depressed. It will take you to, to a dark place. Yeah. And like what you said, like that thought of committing suicide, depression, it really, and you can't find that peace. So, and if you are one of those, these 2 relatable stories, she said, when that thing happened, she prayed for God's peace, and she felt that peace right throughout her time of mourning, and also for her to the extent of entertaining those thoughts of committing suicide. So whatever loss that you have gone through in life, wherever you're listening in from, stand still and know that there is a God that can help you. This is not a church program that we are trying to make you to come and believe in our God, but we have found Him to be the solution to a lot of things that we are going through. So whatever it is, try and find Him. Whatever it takes, find Him. Because He'll give you a totally different angle, a totally different meaning for your life. He'll give you a new leash of your life. Yeah, maybe you want to hold on to the darkness, hold on to the moments, but sometimes it's about time for you to let go and move on. If anything that He designed for you will be the best. I spoke to my grandchildren last night, to my grandson. I told them, if anything for you to remember your dad by, do the things you know that he always liked. Work hard, achieve things. Because the things that he always tell you, now you act it out, you live it out. And when you do that, you find closure in your heart that you're doing something for your daddy. Even though he was not with you physically every day, but you have this connection with your dad. And even though, for those of you that are tuning in from all over the world, and tukukin na nomini tubutubu tukeni viti, si tumena kor da tukom ko na itaon ni rinda viawaki. Ise tiko nambula. Toron dono nga namin da vingiriti. Kaba kaya kao anti vini weekend ni ko tiri kao na nangiri lang tunga me nandi me. So nyongo na me langa kino ko e badingo. E mista ko na moment siya. O ko kila na moment siya. E nangera me tuko na nakaya me era tuko na ningo na sa min dapat tikeni kisimat irsa senga ni rongota. Ningo na rasi rongota kina tell them that you love them. Nango na rasi mbula kina show them that you love them. Si Kovani, sining dona kinandrin mo ko tito ni iran dona ka duma nga nimbula man rai dona pakiti suto na tama nga ko rin ko ter kasi sa dona kay ko ter iran maruta ka nga mi reviko. So If anything that we would like to encourage and leave with you today is for you to go back home and love your family. And make sure you love them genuinely. Work will go away one day. Wealth will be gone one day. Friends, one day they will not be standing with you, but your family will be with you forever. Because when you love your family, they become part of your life. You become one. When one is hurting, you feel it. When one is happy, you feel it, because they are your family. And that engagement and closeness you can find with anybody else. So love your family is our recommendation from the Family Table Talk. I'll give this time to the two ladies to wrap up. We have about 4 minutes. If anything, kaya bakandura kan rubina kat mo robasen matagdi ko. Eroni bakadita kaindua. Sendo na vakasala kimroni bita matani ko kaya bakay so romada. Eroni wikira moving forward. We'll start with you, Auntie Vinny.
Tangan nakabeba nrenti-kenti na matagdi ko. Kana nubitaw mo. Marama. Kalau mani pasar valeu, spend quality time with them. Kung wala na bertunangan acknowledge tak. Baru datang na keluar siya politiko ng buwan. Ng matukuban. Kaya nga na itatawro nito ko naman tagni ko, and you are really blessed with your spouse.
Yeah.
Kaya naman tagni ko.
Thank you, Auntie Vinny.
Naka, vekem ni nga nabarong tigo may naman tagni sini ko. Bebe toto batang bakanan to italno, you might be going through it right now. Oman kat mabawang gate ko nga nasing nani ko, you have the Spirit of God living in you. Allow that Spirit of God to take you through, because you can do it. You are stronger, you are powerful than the situation that you're going through. God bless you.
Oh, thank you. So we would like to say our goodbye today, and also a reminder for the Family Table Talk, whatever that you're going through, always remember there's always a better version of that, and always is a greater moment than that moment you're going through. Also check your savings, how far you have gone for the year. It's the beginning of the year. And today is the first day of February, so we're only, like we've gone past the month so fast for 2025. Start to telling on the February, second month of the year. Nagkikita tayo sa tutela na vima mani embaki. Nagretela may sa wati na embaki. So whatever it is, we would like to remind you on your savings, what you can save, put them aside. If you have saved this much, put it to work. If you're renting, write in your list that you can buy a house. If you have bought a house, check out your mortgage on how you can reduce your mortgage, on how else that you can do. And also your car. I sold my car. Selling my car to help me to refinance the car that I've just got out, and also to help with the finance for my grandchildren's education, and especially now for Joshua going on to a tertiary. So there are changes that you can do in your current situation to make it work. And there are things that you already have. Don't wait for big things to happen. Work with the little things that's there within your hand, and manage it well. And like we will say to you today, you heard the two ladies this morning. As much as possible, this is not a church program, but it's one solace that we can find when we trust in this, supernatural power. You trust in this God to turn around the little things that you have, to give you the wisdom to be able to manage your finances well. Everything and anything that you have saved up, save it for a purpose. And also for you children that are listening to me today, maybe you see them, they're aging slowly. Invest on them. Diba na nga, nakotira man nga, nakotira na Dina, so na hotel na Vanua. Treat your parents. But na nga na mela ko kina, nela voy ko torch kung gori kina voy ko marot kung gori nang gayang tunga viko. Nga na rame mati kina nang givanga ta kanan nonde awir sa sengani kila na kanda ta kava. Dir sembuletiko, baka nga takvir. Take a moment to look at your parents and tell your parents, I thank you. Thank you, Mom. Thank you, Dad, for looking after me. Because without you, I wouldn't be where I am. I thank you. So let's find reason, to go back to our parents and bless them in little ways. It doesn't have to be big. If you cannot afford it, doesn't have to be big. But show them your gratitude, that you are grateful for the lives that they live. But let live na kita sa medak sa raw na bula, tutol nung tanggol ta bir nung ditumbo, ratumbe kami na korba kada mando atekira. O and sa may turn doon na nita kata sa takata vinaka o gareda na tinamo biya kasi tamamo working in a place that is not a very good place compared to where you are, and you don't want it to be known that you are the daughter of that lady that sits at the market. You don't want to be the daughter of the dad that sells roti on the street. And sometimes we disown our parents because we have made it in life in another level while our parents are not, and we begin to look down at them. So don't ever do that. You don't ever look down on your parents, because your blessings is in your parents. Take the moment to say, thank you. And regardless who they are, whether they come from the village, be proud of them. Even if your friends doesn't like you or they make fun of your parents, then I would like to tell you today, then they are not real friends to you. A real friend will accept you and accept what you bring and the baggage and the package that you bring with you. Always be proud of your parents. I've always shared my story. My mom got amputed because she was diabetic, and sitting on the wheelchair, wherever I go, I will take my mother. We'll go to the park, I will go for the shopping, and she will always tell me, why you have to go through this hassle? Natabi ko ba ako nga taki ko kinanakoti o tiko. But in na kele on likota man na wheelchair muri. On banta beri ko na wheelchair on la viti ko ndundua on koti ko ang skala le na lupeng. Kaya na li shopping on push to na wheelchair. The tinako. So proud of my mom. And when they ask me, she said she's my mother. I'm so proud of my mother. She doesn't work. She stays home. She's not well. She had operation on her back. A lot of things. I'm so proud of my mom. I will never disown my mother. And I believe my blessings today is because I love my mother. And if given another opportunity for my mother to be alive and my dad to be alive, I'll just hold their hands, look at them straight in their eyes and tell them, thank you for making me the way I am. And thank you for everything you have sacrificed to get me where I am. Do you know that sometimes your parents are selling roti or selling fruit crops on the roadside? Doing all these things, they're doing it for you, for your education, to bring food on the table. All their sacrifice because they love you. They may not tell you, but they love you so much. And they'll work so hard. Their needs is not necessary anymore. Your needs come first. For you to eat, have a shelter, roof above your head, and have your education so you don't lose out. And the university or the and unfair you who is that man and who is that woman? No, they are your parents that had worked, toiled, and invested so much to take you where you are. So don't ever be ashamed with what your father does. Kaya kay sasama kin na toilet, kaya kay clean na nandun na bunwa, kaya kay mani house girl somewhere. Be proud of them because that finances helped you to be where you are today. So the theme for our family table talk this morning is love your family, treat them right, show them that you love them. Tell them that you love them before it's too late. And on that note, we would like to tell you today, thank you for joining us for Family Table Talk that happens every Saturday morning. Join us for church tomorrow. If you're free, log in, join us into the MyTV platform, Channel 4 for Walesi. We have church programs from 5 o'clock, as early as 5 o'clock in the morning, right towards the evening. Also with the Fiji TV, they have some programs that they air, and also for FBC. So you don't have any reason for you not to hear anything about God, because it can help you. I trust what we say. That maybe half an hour thing that you listen to, it helps you. It helps you change your perspective and help you to overcome the hurdles of life. So on that note, thank you once again.
family is an epitome of God's love towards mankind.